Morning all, I'm Ma Heke, also known as Lord Stanton. Bunny's out there enjoying himself. Won't be long and I'll be taking me little campsite down, as I do from day to day. Pack it up, move on to another campsite, spend another couple of hours setting it up. The reason that I live the way that I live is basically because the system is a failure. Not being on a benefit or depending on the state and having to get out there and live simply by human goodwill. There's so much wealth around us, and most of it is kept in the bank or in somebody else's pocket. How valuable is the smile on people's faces? How much of what we have and rely on do we actually need? How much of it is a necessity to life? At the moment it's working out at a lot less than $3 an hour. If you have a bank account, for instance, and you're not happy with that bank and the way that it handles your dollars, you change banks, you do something about it. With the system, there is no other system. You've either got to put up with the system or change the system. To change the system, you've got to do something about it. Each and every one of us are all guilty of allowing our society to have become the way that our society is today, simply because we sit on our butt and we do nothing. If each and every one of us are all guilty of making society the way it is, we should also have the power to be able to decreate it, if only we had the will. How many of us actually have the will to stand up and be counted? How many of those people that are in authority are doing the job that they do, knowing that their system is a failure? Freedom is a very valuable asset. Not many of us have it. The establishment itself has many flaws that nobody's prepared to do anything about. By choosing the lifestyle that I've chosen, it's a much better, environmentally, educational way of life. You actually listen to the birds singing, listen to the wind, feel the wind upon your brow, see the rising of the sun. It's not a bad lifestyle. It has its ups and downs, like anything in life. You have your good moments and you have your bad. When it's raining, it can be a very boring day indeed, especially when it happens for 2 or 3 days at a time. There was one time not so long ago where I was at Guppy Park and it rained for 7 days. Well, that's 7 days that you're not out there getting just that little bit of koha to live on. Having to rely on that foot traffic rather than actually give rides because of the stigma that's been created by in the last couple of years, 2.5 years, because of the Nelson City Council's actions. I used to have a bit of money at one stage, but it didn't make me happy. And I'm far better off having nothing, so I can't go and spend it on piss and drugs and things like that, like so many other people do, you know, or flash cars, or you know, how much do we actually depend on that almighty dollar? No tally. No power bills. I'm a dry elfie. I used to rely on it once, but not anymore. When you look around at the cars that are in a car park and the people that are driving those things and the attitudes that they have, what does it tell you? You'll find that they're not the ones that give from the heart. You'll find that they are most of the people that are trying to get rid of me. Well, how many of you are simply being part and parcel of the so-called conformity of society? It's pretty hard. Nowadays, of course, not everybody's got cash either. And so a lot of people have to use that plastic card, that plastic fantastic. So, but I do need to rely on having to have a lot of foot traffic to go by just to get a little bit of stuff to be able to live on. With the council, for the 3rd time running, tried to stop me from being able to have my freedom camping, my chosen lifestyle. It's created such a problem that all they can keep doing is digging.